funny, oh God, the very amazing and talented SammySideFX! Boom! There he is. There he is, folks. Boom! Hey!
Hello.
Hey!
Do I just perform?
Yeah, the whole time. That's all you do. You just...
All right, baby. This one's called Better Than Me. Cruising through the streets of the city, looking on the back of my tongue. Man, I feel so pretty, cause you know that I'm on the run. They always tell you how to act and who you are. Everyone has got a fuss to tell you how to be a star. It's all like nah, this and a blah, blah, blah. Got a fire inside of me. Highly overrated, overcomplicated, we should have done better than me. Highly overrated, overcomplicated, we should have done better than me. Highly overrated, overcomplicated, we should have done better than me. Highly overrated, overcomplicated, we should have done better than me. No, I don't need your pity. Greasing my gears just fun. About to purr this kitty. Feel the heat of my sun. Well, you know they always say how to act and who you are. Everyone has got a fuss to tell you how to be a star. It's all like nah, this and a blah, blah, blah. Got fire inside of me, yeah. Highly overrated, overcomplicated, we should have done better than me. Highly overrated, overcomplicated, we should have done better than me. Highly overrated, overcomplicated, we should have done better than me. Highly overrated, overcomplicated, we should have done better than me. Oh my goodness. You know, it's a sad boy summer, but it's also something else. I had nothing going for me there. Highly overrated, overcomplicated, we should have done better than me. Highly overrated, overcomplicated, we should have done better than me. Yeah, highly overrated, overcomplicated, we should have done better than me. Highly overrated, overcomplicated, we should have done better than me. Yeah! Thank you. My goodness. They said it was for the sad boys. I'm telling you, it's for the glad boys. I was walking down the street, I'm feeling super fucking sad. But then I saw a roll of paper towels, and that sort of made me glad. And then I picked them up and I went to a mess, and I cleaned that mess the best I could. It's anybody's guess, 'cause I'm a sad boy. So sad, I'm a sad boy. So sad, sad boy.
Sammy, I'm not sure if you want to keep performing, go ahead. Do it.
Have you ever walked amongst different colored cactuses? I have. Because I'm a cactus boy. I was born, they called me an abomination. When the doctor pulled me out, it was painful for everyone involved. I was a cactus after all. But you know what? I persevered. I didn't care that people thought it was weird that I was part boy and part cactus. You know what? This is 2021, okay? I can be a cactus and a boy at the same time if I want to, all right? God! They call me Cactus Boy. I walked throughout the land. I drank all of the water. I sipped it amongst the sand. I was just a little cactus, making my way through the gloom. My green skin and my needles were part of my bloom. I'm a cactus boy. 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 I'm a Well, anyway, as I traversed on my long journey through the desert, because my parents abandoned me because I was part cactus and part of boy, it was a lot to deal with. They couldn't really take care of me with their squishy, disgusting human fingers. Honestly, you're all the freaks, okay? I'm the fucking normal one, all right? There should be more cactus boys in the world, in my opinion. I'm just, you know, maybe it's not a popular opinion, but I'm just gonna throw that out there. So I went through the desert to find my true love. Turned out to be a vulture, and his name was Glenn. Glenn the vulture, yeah. He looked me in the eyes. I could tell he was a nice dude. We ran away in disguise. I'm a cactus boy. I'm a cactus boy. I'm a cactus boy. I'm a cactus boy. I'm a cactus. Born. Thank you. All right, I'm good. I didn't know how long you want me to play, so I want to get some improv in. You know,
Dude.
Sorry, the power of Cactus Boy.
No worries. No worries. That was awesome. We've never done that before. We've never just came in so hard. That was so fucking the thing I'm worried about now is like we're gonna like start talking and everybody's gonna be lulled to sleep after such an exciting performance. Like,
no, I think no. We have a lot to talk about. So
yeah, I agree. I've
got some stuff lined up.
You got stuff lined up. I didn't know that you had stuff lined up. I would love to hear it.
No, I mean, well, at least a couple things, right? Like when we were talking about Tom Hanks in your last stream, or second to last stream.
Oh, White Boy Summer.
And White Boy Summer. I'm almost like scared to even utter that out loud with my mouth, white Caucasian mouth.
Yes, you should be. Have you seen that video? Someone sent a video the other day to Reina's chat, was like, where it's just this fat white guy whipping himself saying, "I'm sorry, I'm white. I'm sorry, I'm a man. I'm sorry, I'm white. I'm sorry, I'm a man."
And I feel that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm Mexican, but
so I try to be
fuck.
conscious.
I do too, but I also don't think that we should be over here like hamstringing ourselves and not having real conversations about real things just because we don't want to show our whiteness. It's like people at Coca-Cola were told to be less white, and I think that's horrible. I think that's terrible. And I'm Mexican.
I mean, here's my thoughts on that. Is like self-flagellating or self-loathing your whiteness doesn't help anybody, right? Like that doesn't help anybody.
It just makes things
actually
more weird.
Doing, active work to better,
yes, better
other people's
and
situations who aren't as fortunate as you. That matters. Yeah. Going on and being like, "I'm sorry, I'm white," like no one. That doesn't do anything, right?
Doesn't help anybody. No, it doesn't. But it makes some people feel good about themselves and makes them look like they care and
without actually
caring. Action. Yes, and that's fine. Like people feel good about it, and that's all that matters, right? Because as long as people feel good, it doesn't matter if the world is crumbling around us.
Well, yeah. I mean, at this point, I don't want to get too bleak, but things are looking pretty existential lately. So, if like, your image isn't great or something, and you're really worried about the way you look right now, don't worry. We're probably going to be dead in 20 years. So,
yes. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about, being canceled because, it's mostly going to be a ball of fire in a few years anyways. So, hey.
Right.
Yeah, so why even try? Bro sitting to peace.
I know, and it's brutal because we have to laugh about it because I don't know what else to do.
Right, because it's so absurd. What else are we gonna do? Like, it's either you're laughing or you're crying, and I refuse to sit here and just cry all the time. Like, that doesn't sound like.
I already do enough of that.
Right? I cry
every night when I go to sleep.
I cry at commercials, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, you don't.
I am
That's
so
bad.
soft.
That's bad.
I'm very soft.
I was feeling especially raw last week, and like, because I was like hungover or something, and so, like I was just recovering and watching movies like Luca, the new Pixar movie, and Space Jam 2, and I cried. I cried for both of those movies, man. Even Space Jam 2, I was like, he loves his son. He loves his son,
which is important. But you know what, Sammy? Do you have kids?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
Which is really amazing that a young single dude is like fucking is crying over this, because I mean when I was younger and I was single, that shit not even affect me. I didn't even
really
care. I didn't cry over that shit. As soon as I had a baby, cried over everything. And you know what's funny? I
Right.
cry over those moments of like father and son, or like intergenerational like bonding. If it's
Yeah.
like a grandfather and his grandson, like
Or like
doing
a father and his daughter or whatever. It's
whatever.
just-
Yeah. I'm not
I
leaving
just-
out anybody, but it's
You know, I think like I don't know. I really love my dad. So I think, and my parents are divorced, and like my dad like went out of his way to still like be in touch. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And like take care of us and stuff. So
yeah.
I think when I see those moments in movies, I get emotional.
Yeah, well, and I can understand that. I can understand
Even though
that.
I haven't made any little children of my own.
Which is, I'm not judging. I was just curious because
Well, now this is awkward, now
now I curse you with children, okay?
Please don't. I'm like happily like no. Kids.
Yeah, no, me too. I was too at one point, and then hey, surprise!
And then I had one.
Surprise!
Yeah,
No.
but what? Well, yeah, you and Reina or
Yeah.
have a kid?
Yes, we do. We have a little boy named we call him Saucy Chicken Nugget.
That's adorable.
He's he's awesome. He's awesome. We just saw this like this video on Facebook, because you know how like they'll keep bringing up your memories and stuff and making you cry over memories because they're assholes like that.
Yeah.
It was us on Van Life, and it was just us trying to do a live Facebook feed. And here comes Saucy just barreling in, and it was it was really cute. But he looks exactly and is exactly the same, except he's taller and his vocabulary has expanded. Right. But he's
how old is he?
Still just as annoying. He is 7. He's 7. So he was 3 at the time, and then he's 7 now. So it was it was funny just sitting there because we were kind of clowning on him. I was like, God damn, Saucy, you're still just as annoying as you were at 3. Holy shit, how did this happen? And because me and my wife, we do bully our son, because if we don't, who will?
Dude, you have to thicken the skin a bit.
I think so.
I don't know what.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
you gotta let him know who's boss. This little son of a bitch.
I was like, you gotta. Sometimes you just
gotta lay down the hammer, bro.
Like, you have to thicken the skin because the world is cruel and unfair, and you just, you have to. You don't want to obviously like depress your kid, but you gotta make sure like that they can take some emotional punches, because, I've definitely suffered most of my 20s just like living life, because it's just tough.
Yeah, man.
So.
Yeah, no, my 20s were crazy too. I wish I wouldn't have fucking shit them all away like I did, but
I know. I kind of feel the same way.
But
I'm
on the
about
other
to
hand,
hit 30 this year. So.
Oh, you're about to be 30. Well, see, you're still young, you're still vibrant, you're still virile. You could probably still pop a boner on at will. It's just that like you're learning and you're coming to the end of your like that age where you're supposed to sort of just go out and be wild and do your thing. But then you're also supposed to sort of rein it in a bit and sort of start trying to focus in on like a career path at some point, which I never did. I was like, I'll just be a musician and blah, blah, blah. And then 15 years later, I'm fucking drinking and I'm a musician. Yeah. It's just like, you loser. You're a fucking alcoholic drug addict.
Right.
Which is me, not you.
I have struggled with that for years. And so when you were, I don't know if I want to get too heavy into the drug talk, because I just feel like it freaks people out, like I purposefully, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like,
I understand.
I'm not ashamed of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind telling people like, hey, I used to, shoot crack and heroin, on and off
at the same
for
time.
Years. Yeah.
Woo! That's how you party, bro. That's how you party. Yeah.
Yeah. Speedballs are great, and I love it, but it fucking, you can't, it got to a point, obviously. Well, one, like I was starting to reach like a level. So I was keeping my life together for years, like I never had to like I always paid the rent or had a job, but I was still like using like on and off. And I was always trying to get off,
Mm.
you know, so it was always, I was never like, maybe there was a point where I was a daily user. And then like for years after that, it was just like once a week or whatever, but it was still constant. Right.
Right.
And then, but then it gets to a point where like, it starts like, you start going into psychosis. Like you just start, you know, your brain just isn't like, you're not functioning properly,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and I'm just like, even if you're only doing it once a week or twice a week, you, especially with like stuff as hard as like crack and heroin, you stay up all night, you sleep like, you know, a couple hours, go do a full day of work, and then just like instantly like sleep for as long as possible. Right.
Yeah.
Do another crappy day of work, sleep some more, and then like finally you feel normal and you're like, okay, I'll reward myself with some more drugs.
Right. You
And
got
it's
through
just
work.
like a cycle. Like that, you know?
Oh yeah. No, I feel that, man. And you know, like I was on, you know, the Silence Noise and Sarah's show, and I was talking really not positively, but like joyfully about drugs. And even when we at the top
Thanks,
of this,
Pete.
we're like fucking, you know, we were like, oh yeah, that's awesome. But it's not it's not the thing to glorify drugs, I think.
No,
and I think
I don't want to glorify it either.
Of course,
you know?
of course.
I mean, I don't remember most. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's
it wasn't
like,
that great. We were constantly depressed and trying to ignore that. So
like, it's really great when you're high,
right. It's
but
amazing.
like, what do you? And then you know, most of the time when I was in that state, right? Like, I would just go home. I would just be.
I just
by
want to be
myself at home.
alone
I
anyway.
would just be alone,
Yeah.
just fucking like tweaking,
Yeah.
just like walking around my apartment, you know, just pacing because I'm like high on crack, right? Just like
What else do you do?
moving stuff around and like the whole time you think you're doing something, you know?
Right.
It's just like, oh my God.
No, it's horrible. And
I would just act weird as shit, you know?
Of course. No,
it just had to end.
I understand, and I know what you mean about weirding people out. Anybody who like walks into a situation where people are talking about heavy drug use or even needles. I mean, because I don't know. Do you remember the first time you ever seen somebody shoot up? Like I do. I remember it was horrifying. I was horrified. It was so disgusting.
I don't know if I was horrified. To me, it was like really interesting because I think
it
for
was
me,
very interesting.
It was glorified for me
Mm.
because I read Scar Tissue, the Chili Peppers.
Yeah, where
Anthony
Anthony
Kiedis
Kiedis
biography.
he
I read
admits
that when I
he's
was,
a
like,
pedophile. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I read that when I was
I've read that.
Dude, where a chapter where he openly talks about having sex with a 14-year-old. Like,
yeah, he never
what
got canceled, did he?
no,
He made it through.
he literally wrote it. He's like, yeah,
I'm fucking
Yep.
14-year-olds.
it was sweet.
It was nice,
it
young,
was
underage.
cool.
Yeah.
And like,
Asshole.
but at the time none of that seemed weird because I think when I picked it up, dude, I was 14 or something, right? So then when I was like, by the time I was doing that stuff, for me, it was just like a natural progression. Like I just wanted to try it. And then, you know, it became like a terrible habit and like, I don't know, a fixate, needle fixation or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the ultimate way to do drugs, right?
Mm.
You're putting it right into your veins. So it's very
Boy.
exciting.
It is. It's
But yeah, it's also like
the worst fucking
like you
thing.
said, fucking horrifying, you know, to any normal person.
Right. No.
But to our like drug brain, it's like
Well,
just put it right in.
right.
Just
It goes
put it
right into
the
your
veins.
Blah! It's right away. You don't have to wait for no pesky fucking snorting or
Yeah, and
smoking.
people don't tell you, right? Is like when you put stuff in your veins, you taste it.
No.
A fucking like
You just got
like-
me, dude, with
like
that.
3 seconds later,
Yeah.
right? So you like taste it in your throat. It's
It's
crazy.
like in the back of your throat, and it's
and
just
so
like,
now I'm glorifying it. So it's a little weird.
No, I don't think we're glorifying it because we're always coming back to the fact that by doing these drugs, it's like we were not handling our business, and the side effect of that was we've lost our 20s to just being wastoids. and
Yeah.
your 20s is like that is like the pinnacle of your life. Like you are at your peak in your 20s as a young man,
Right.
and
Physically.
and then up till you're about 42 or 50 or something, you can
Well,
maintain that. But I'm saying you are at your peak, and you're
that's the
fucking,
Sammy said.
and you're just sitting there fucking drinking away and fucking shooting away and hiding away, pacing around your apartment because you're fucking too weird to go hang out with anybody because you're high on fucking drugs. It wasn't fun. I mean, it was fun, but like the horrible underlining
right, like
is that we're running away from our problems.
I mean, like I still like the thing is, so I stopped doing all that, but I can still drink occasionally and stuff.
Yeah,
and
me too.
I drink socially, and I don't really have an alcohol issue. So I have more fun. Like, I think the thing with the drugs, right? Like we were saying, like we were, it gets to a point where you're at first you're doing it with friends, and then you're just doing it alone.
Yeah.
Then you're just like alone getting high.
Yeah.
And
by the way, I'm gonna take these off. I don't know why those are still on.
Oh my god! Look at those beautiful peepers. You're so handsome.
Oops, that was the wrong button. That was wrong.
Anyway, but so yeah, drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad.
If you like, I don't. Also, sorry, what Behind That Suit was saying is I think these days it's sounding more and more like actually the 30s are kind of the best because you've learned a bunch of life lessons. You're kind of getting your shit together. Maybe you're even making a little more money or whatever because you're not spending it on drugs. So like you can actually like when in your 30s, so I'm really hoping that my 30s is when everything just
comes together.
35 down the hill. I mean, my dad is an artist, right? And like a painter, and so he started getting more serious about it in just the last couple years, and he's in his mid 50s, and he's like going through a renaissance right now. So that kind of just gives me, assuming the world doesn't blow up, that kind of gives me hope that like when you're in your 50s or 40s or 50s, it's not like just because we're old that our artistic endeavors have to die,
right?
Or you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's the great thing about music and art is that it is a lifelong pursuit. There is no cap. Like I used to think that if I'm not famous by 25, I'm out.
Right.
I'm out.
Me
it's
too.
over.
Me too.
And then 25 comes and goes, and you're like, okay, that's
shit.
Ridiculous. Well, what's up, International Space Bacon? I forgot. I don't know if I said hi, but hi. I saw you in there making jokes.
Yeah, Katie Soros has it right. 40s will be the peak.
That's that. Yeah. So yes. So like your physical peak in your 20s, and then you sort of feel like it's like, I don't know. I guess saying it's your peak in your life is not the right way to say it, but it's definitely like your 20s are these formative years that that are intended for you to find yourself, find direction, and if you're
make mistakes,
but then you can also cloud your path there with too much partying and having too much fun, and that's what I did. But on the other side of it, like I have stories to tell, and I have a whole perspective of what it is, and it's something that I wish I wouldn't have wasted that time, but also I am who I am because of that. So whatever, I'm here because of that, wherever this is.
Exactly.
We have some questions that I want to get to. And by the way,
okay, cool.
Anybody that and these are from the chat, by the way. My mistakes define my successes. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, because if you're learning. If you're not learning from your mistakes, then fuck, you're doomed to keep doing them over and over again.
Right. Well, I think it also gives you a much greater appreciation for certain things. Like I think I appreciate like just being sober.
Yes.
Now, you know what I mean?
Going to a show, like a live
like being
concert,
able to go and do stuff and be cognizant of
and
what
remember
the
it the next day. You don't have to apologize. Did you have to apologize? Did you have to apologize?
Oh yeah. Oh dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, that's the worst, right? And then if you're sober, you don't have to apologize for anything because
You meant what you said.
You fucking know what's going on, right? You're
Yeah, if
not,
I
like,
said
drunk
something
and you're
rude,
like,
it was because I meant
Stacey,
it.
I like your boobies.
Yeah.
And then you're like the next day I'd be like, Stacey, I'm so fucking sorry. Hey, I got a wife, and if we could not talk about this.
This never happened. Promise it'll never happen
so-
again until the next time I drink and get fucked
yeah,
up.
I don't miss that at all. Yeah.
Yeah, remember a live show? What the fuck? Yeah, no. I remember live show. Well, when I could go to live shows, it was nice to go see these shows. By the way, talking about live shows, and then we'll get to these questions. Fucking, my wife just bought me a birthday ticket, even though she bought them for herself. But she bought tickets, and we'll see if it gets canceled or not, because that Delta variant is coming in, and tourist season is almost over, and midterm election is approaching. So we might be in lockdown again by next year. Yeah. So watch out, that might be canceled.
But apparently, I guess most of something like half of the cases are in 3 states, and it's like, guess which ones.
The Midwest? Is it Ohio?
I think it's like Florida and Texas. And,
the ones that where everybody was like, we're not doing shit ever.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, they didn't.
Or literally the opposite of not doing shit.
Oh yeah. They're
like, let's fuck in the streets, Florida.
Which they did. But the numbers. Which they do.
Well, yeah, spring break.
They're
give a
fucking
shit. I think spring break was still lit as fuck, fam.
Always, baby. fucking tits out, son. And I'm talking about myself. But we're going to see The Dead with John Mayer next April in Chi-Town.
Dude, it's so interesting that I remember when I first heard that when John
Mayer
wasn't that
ridiculous?
And I thought that was so weird at
so
first,
stupid.
but when you see it and hear it, it's like, oh, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and it works.
This guy is so good.
It works, but I still am not sold on it. It works. I'm not hating on it. It's not my favorite way. I love John Mayer. I love the Grateful Dead. I love the Dead. I've toured with the Dead, not like as a musician, but like as a dirty hippie selling grilled cheeses in the thing. Papa Sweet, thank you so much for gift subbing Vivian Lee. I appreciate that so much, buddy. Thank you so much. I really do.
Oh my God. Sorry.
I like that. Shouldn't Trey Anastasio do the tour? Well, he did once, right? He did one once. Trey
Anastasio from Fish.
Mm-hmm. Trey did a run with the Dead before.
He also did crack and heroin, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
famously,
and got busted.
Famously,
Didn't he get a DUI
in the early 2000s? I think. And there's that fucking photo of him that's like infamous. Of his hair is just.
Whoa! I gotta see that. Hold on. Trey.
Yeah, look it up and post it if you. He looks bad. He got pulled over in a car, speeding.
Was it his picture from the jail?
I think it was his mugshot or something.
Mugshot.
Yeah. It was like the night he got arrested.
We gotta see it. I'm pulling it up.
Oh yeah, and then I gotta tell you about Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son. So, I interned at this studio when I was 19 called Rack Tracks.
Okay.
Oh, do you have? Yeah, there it is.
Hold on.
Not great.
This one.
I guess he doesn't look as bad as I remember.
That must not be the one, because I kind of remember what you. There you are. Oh,
I think that's it. I guess back then it just looked worse.
It just looked worse. Oh, come on.
Well, it's kind of like you remember things way more exaggerated than
of course. But I do remember a fucked up picture of him. Let me see if there's
right. I swear there was in his pajamas, fucking. But I could have totally made it up.
Looking
like shit. Just. Let's see if it works.
No, this is him
just him playing on stage.
Just him shredding, looking like shit on stage. Oh wow. Well, here you go. Here's the Grateful Dead and Trey shows.
He looks bad. He looks actually not that bad for someone doing a bunch of crack and heroin.
No, he doesn't. Not at all. He's holding up all right for a ginger. He's doing okay. But yeah, Smoke Show is canceled, boys. Chet Hanks.
So
what
does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like an actual show? Oh yeah. Anyway, okay. So I'll be really quick about this.
No, you
but
don't
like,
have
yeah,
to be.
I interned at a studio with Chet, not with Chet Hayes, but he would come into the studio, dude. I guess he lived in Chicago. He was going to Northwestern or DePaul or some shit, and like, oh my god, he had this. They would just book the studio and just smoke and drink like just insane amounts of weed and fucking Hennessy and like cognac and whatever else. And his producer's name was Tiger, and he was like this Dominican dude or something, and he would like roll just blunt after blunt after blunt, but refused to use spit because it like freaked him out. He won't use his own spit, so he always had this glass of water that we'd bring him, and he would dip his hands in the water and roll these and they looked terrible. They looked fucking. I'm like, how is that even working?
Why are you the blunt roller when you don't know how to roll a blunt?
Dude, it was like
Why?
ridiculous. And like, yeah, and Chet Hayes he'd just go in there and just suck. And just fucking go in there and suck. And they basically would just go there just to party in the studio and make him feel like a fucking rapper. But
wow, that's so crazy. If you have enough money, people will like try to make you feel however you want.
well, yeah,
feel.
and it was a budget studio too. But I mean, it was a legit studio. I mean, they had a room and a B room, and like, we set everything up, and they used like, it was legit, but it was like, only $60 to $100 an hour or something, or $50 an hour.
Yeah.
So it wasn't crazy, and I'm sure certainly affordable for Mr. Hanks. But yeah, America's dad really, he may have been a dad to America, but certainly was not a dad to his children. So
poor Chet. Which you got to think that kind of sucks, right? Like to grow up without like your father, because it's not like he grew up without a father, but he grew up without someone who was like steadily there in his life to show him what it's like to be, to be a dude or whatever, to give him some sort of direction that fathers give, So
I think, it's kind of weird. Like, part of you is like, oh, you're born rich. Like, life was literally set up for you. Like, why are you being, why should I feel bad for you in any capacity? Right. So I feel like there is kind of a dichotomy where it's like, because of the situation these children are born in, that they didn't, it's not like he chose to be born into Tom Hanks's fucking world. Right. So we don't like allow Chet Hayes to like have any problems because
no mistakes, Chet, no mistakes.
So I think it's like part of me doesn't feel bad for rich kids, and then another part of me does. I think it kind of depends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it depends on the situation, but we don't always know what the situations are, and that's the problem. And I think that's the problem with a lot of people. They're just assuming all this shit about the other person, and then they're just like, fuck them, I don't like them just because I don't like the way they look, or whatever it is, and then it's like,
but he really does not help his case when he's like saying shit like White Boy Summer and shit, while also appropriating black culture. Like, really fucking cool, Chet. Really
fucking cool.
Really sweet, dude.
Okay, since okay,
sorry.
I gotta get to these questions because they're almost a half hour old now, and
we have ADD big time.
It's true. We'll just be going from one thing to another, folks. Since you're the cactus boy, have you ever partaken in peyote?
No.
No, me neither.
I don't think so.
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm like trying to. Well, yeah. I mean, I've probably done synthetic. Well, that's peyote's mescaline, right?
Mescaline,
so I don't think so.
I think I've done mescaline.
I think that's the only one I haven't done.
Fuck the haters, chat. Thank you, Olivia, for that follow.
Hey, Olivia, what's up?
Welcome in. Mescaline is mean shit. I don't think I've had that. I've had like the craziest like synthetic I've ever had was gel tabs. These black gel tabs that I had at a music festival that took like 2.5 hours to kick in.
That's the thing.
And then all of a sudden I was in fucking another planet.
Yeah. No, the synthetic stuff kind of freaks me out, but it's like it's like the first time I did acid
Mhm.
was amazing. And then
Yeah.
every time after that, it was never that clean
Yeah.
ever again, you know?
Yeah. Peyote is a fun one. Not usually super strong unless you take a shitload, but it's great with a group of friends. You know what? I've read about it. I mean, I'm interested, but goddamn, it sounds like a pain in the ass. Like it sounds just like so hard to ingest, like such a
Well,
process. Just
well, yeah. And it's like, all those stories or whatever or documentaries I've seen it, it's like you throw up for 1 hour and then you fucking see the ghosts of all your ancestors and then you see yourself as a baby and then you shit your pants. What a trip.
Woo! I'm here for it.
Like I don't know, man. Like doing mushrooms is already like for me, like that gives me stomach problems, you know, like
I'm shitting on mushrooms.
right. Oh yeah. So
Big
you know,
old shits. Yeah,
like,
that is weird. And the same thing with
like that sounds just like a nightmare, man.
ayahuasca, which I do want to try, but I was just listening to someone happy come week. You're welcome. The I just heard someone describing it and how they're like, oh, I was sitting across my friend and right away they just started puking and shitting and then I laid back and then I had to go puke and then I shit and then and then they had this profound thing that changed their life forever. But my God, I mean, there's nothing, it just doesn't seem like the perfect place to like go in the middle of the Amazon in some fucking tiki hut in the middle of like Anaconda and Jaguar City, fucking laying there getting eaten up by mosquitoes while you're shitting and puking in front of a group of strangers. Like it's
life is hard enough, you know. Life is hard enough, man. Why you gotta do that?
But I would rather. I mean, because I'm still interested. But like, I would rather do it.
You like literally described a nightmare scenario, and you're like,
if I could do it where I could like fly in a shaman, it could be like a one-on-one thing where I don't have to feel bad for shitting in front of the shaman because you know they're a doctor, they're trained for this. So it's like fucking, I'll just shit and puke in front of this guy who's used to it, and that way I don't have to get eaten by jaguars and shit. You know, so it's like it just doesn't seem like the ideal place, the middle of the jungle, to be that vulnerable.
I just think tripping in general, like I've just reached an age where it's just too much, you know. Like I feel like like in the beginning, obviously in my early 20s or in my teens, you know, you want to do it because it sounds like the most psychedelic crazy thing in your life, things you've never experienced ever before. Right. And then once you've done it like 20 times or more, you know, unless you're like super like comfortable and you got all your shit figured out, you know, it's just like kind of stressful for me. I do microdose mushrooms though still.
Yeah, me too.
Like I'll just like I have some right now actually, and I'll just, you know, I'll microdose them if I'm like depressed that day, I guess, you know.
That's a good.
And I like that, you know what I mean? But it's been a while since I've like done a full on trip where I'm just like,
me too, man,
losing my mind.
The last time I took shrooms was I was in San Diego, and which was like in May. I was in San Diego, and my friend was like, "Hey, I grew these in my fucking in my closet. You want them?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." And that night I decided to have a drink, which was the first
closet shrooms.
Yeah, and so I ate these. Got drunk as fuck for the first time in like 4 years, and then had a podcast.
Oh no!
Like a Dude, 4 or 5 hour
on the podcast.
Go and find out. They're up there. You guys want to know? Just go to wespeakenglishgood.com and you'll find out.
Which episode did you write in the episode? Like I'm tripping fucking balls.
No, it was because it was a reunion with my band that started the podcast with me, so people kind of knew what to expect. But but they weren't. I don't think any of my listeners were expecting me to show up drunk and tripping off my dick. Well,
and I think it's not recommended that you drink on psychedelics either.
No,
right?
Yeah, it totally takes away.
I've heard it's a bad mix to like drink on mushrooms.
I think it's an awesome mix only because some part of my head is like, you're gonna stay like you're not gonna black out if you're on shrooms. Not true, anybody. Not true, everybody.
I thankfully have never. I don't black out on booze. I just get sick.
Oh,
before I
lucky.
before I just, you know.
Eat mushroom, drink
So like
pee.
if I drink too much, I'll throw up and just, be sick. But I'll remember all of it.
Oh God,
I'll remember everything.
yeah, that's
Thankfully. So
well, that's what sucked about drinking for me was that there was no off switch, or I didn't get sick, so I would just keep going, and then by the end of the night, I'm getting kicked out. I'm being inappropriate. The whole thing was just such a nightmare situation.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's
It's just
why I
anyway.
don't do it very often. And when I do
But
it, which last time I did it in May, I wish I wouldn't have drank so much. Because it was just like, I didn't even get to enjoy the night with my friends. Like, by the time the
yeah,
podcast was over, I was like this far from being blacked out, anyways. So I don't even remember hanging out with my friends. I don't like that's the first time I've seen them in like 2 years.
oh man,
and
yeah.
like I went there, hung out, and got to say hi to them for like an hour, and then I was fucking wasted the whole time. So like
It's hard too
Stupid.
when, especially if like you're sober, right? And then you see old friends who are like your best friends,
yeah.
and like usually, especially if you only see them once every couple years or whatever, you're gonna party.
He's
Like
like, I
like
want to hang out.
it took me and my friends. So I just saw like my old, some childhood friends of mine last month in New Jersey and New York, and we were drinking and stuff. But it was probably the first time in a long time that we weren't like doing coke or like fuck, you know what I mean? And
Getting
just like
prostitutes,
like
punching
yeah,
babies. Yeah.
thankfully no prostitutes, but like, so it was kind of nice to actually like, yeah, because yeah, especially with coke, dude, once coke is involved, it's just like, that's what the rest of the night is about
Yeah.
how do I get more?
Yeah.
When's my next bump or whatever, or if you're like blacked out, blah, blah, blah. So
Oh yeah, well the great thing about like okay, so cocaine and alcohol was a great mix for me because it did keep me from blacking out. Like we used to get coke just to refresh so we could go and keep drinking like throughout the day. Like that's how ridiculous we were, but whatever.
yeah.
Not glorifying any of this.
Yeah,
It's awful.
it's cool. I'm ready to move on from
Well,
the
just the time for by the way, anybody who has a question can use a fresh bar. It's the channel points. It's just one fresh bar, and it's very affordable questions here. But it just helps me keep track of shit. You guys see how I'm doing it. Like the questions come in and we get to them eventually. It's kind of like
I think
Go
what
ahead.
Vivian Lee said here is like how I feel. It's like I hate coke, but man, like every time it's so hard to just be like, no, I'm good. If
Right.
someone just like offers it to you, you're like, I guess
Oh,
I could.
dude.
And then before you know it, it's just like, no bueno.
Yeah, I mean that for me, like drugs, like those kind of drugs are easily for me turned down. Like alcohol. I mean, I've been a working musician for the last 5 or 6 years. So like,
Yeah.
I work at bars, and so it was
Oh,
never
yeah.
an issue for me like to go and do that because once I'm done with something, I'm just like fuck, it, I'm done. But it's still like those moments. You have those moments where someone's just like, oh, just let's take a shot, and it's like, oh, I could just take a shot, or like
Yeah.
like here's a bump, and it's like.
Well,
I guess I
think
could, but
especially for me with coke, like my come down is just so ungodly fucking terrible.
It's
Like
the
I just
word.
get like I feel like my soul is emptied out of my body. Like, and I'm just depressed unless I get another bump, So like I just
it's
try
awful.
to just fucking avoid it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can.
No cocaine, folks. No cocaine.
No, none. Okay.
But we still have some drug stuff, and then we have a nice question. Serious one. Did you have a specific moment you can remember when you gang of Pete?
That always scares the crap out
I'm
of me.
sorry, man. I gotta turn that down. Actually,
No, turn it up.
no, it's really loud.
Make it louder.
Hold on, I can turn it down.
Make it louder now. Louder.
Do you ever watch Adventure Time?
No, I haven't. No, I fell off Adult Swim a long time ago. Thank you, Moving Dutchman. I really appreciate that gifted sub to Gang of Pete. Thank you so much.
Yeah, what Vivian
You're
Lee
amazing.
just said for sure. Coke hangover is what despair. Despair. That's the
Yes,
word.
it is
It's despair.
Dude, I had to fly to Disneyland
Fucking
coming
despair.
down off of cocaine and alcohol. Like I'm on the plane, like crying out, like and then when we get to Disney World, like fucking, we couldn't even go into our hotel room for like 6 hours, so we had to sit in the cafe.
Dude, you're giving me anxiety right now.
I had to go and buy fucking booze just so I could fucking even out and not fucking murder people and murder my family. And by the way, I was with my entire family too. Wow, but sober. Wow, but sober.
I'm
Thank
glad.
you so much,
yeah,
my friend.
these
I appreciate that.
drug
5 bucks,
conversations are sure getting a lot of subs. So
yeah, let's keep on talking about drugs, baby.
I was at Disney World. I scared all of the children.
You know what? But
I
going,
threw up on a toddler.
I have to say that I've never been to Disneyland sober. I've never been to Disneyland sober. I've only been to Disneyland either on drugs or alcohol. Fucking this last time I went to Disneyland, like in May, I fucking was high as fuck the whole time,
That
like
sounds
on
like a
weed.
nightmare, dude.
Oh, dude, no! If you go to Disneyland on Molly, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, yeah, because then you're literally experiencing the wonderment of a child.
Right? You're just like, wow.
Space Mountain, Space Mountain,
Disney is the worst.
which is my
one
favorite
up to
ride
now.
at Disneyland.
Space Mountain is pretty dope. Disney is awful. I don't like Disneyland. So
Generally, yeah.
my
I
wife
think
and son love it.
Theme parks are kind of overrated at this point. For me,
No. Cedar Point. You know Cedar Point. You're close enough to know Cedar Point. Cedar Point is the fucking shit. So
that's like the
sick.
one, right?
The
That's
one and
with-
only.
They have the most roller coasters in the world.
It's America's roller coaster. Yeah,
Roller coaster.
that's what they say. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, Cedar Point is the shit. And fucking fuck you, Magic Mountain, LA. You can suck a dick. You're fucking Kingston Island or whatever the fuck that is, and they can all suck dicks. Okay, they all suck compared to Cedar Point. So whatever.
He's got a
Are you
real question for me.
Yes, we have more real questions, but now we have a fucking hype train.
So ADD, man.
Look, okay,
Very undiagnosed.
we got a hype train, guys. So I'm gonna do the hype song. So
Excellent.
I got a thing. Maybe Sammy will jump in. This is an
I'll try.
This is
I'll
an
try.
E flat, my friend. E flat.
Okay, beautiful.
E flat major. And let's get the raid. Let's get the raid. Oh, not raid. It's the hype train. It's the hype train song. Here we go. So it's, oh my God, we're already to 2? All right, you guys need to chill. All right, here we go.
Guys, you're incredible.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos. No need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. It's raining tacos. Taco. Okay, hold on. Sam, you fucked me up. Hold on. It's raining.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just starting over.
I
verse
totally
2.
fucked up.
You can keep going. I just
won't.
fuck me.
I'll lightly touch the keys very lightly.
You do what you feel like you need to do, baby.
Light fingers.
It's raining tacos out in the streets. Tacos, all you can eat. Lettuce and shells, cheese and meat. It's raining taco. Yum, yum, yummity yum. It's like a treat. Yum, yum, yummity yum. More sour cream. It's raining taco. Ooh, taco. Ooh, tacos. Ooh, it's raining taco. It's raining tacos. Out in the streets, tacos. Taco. All you can eat. Lettuce and shells, cheese and meat. It's raining taco. It's raining tacos. All you can wait. Raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos. No need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. Ooh, Thank you, Sam. Thank you for that backup, Sammy. I appreciate it. Don't play like I do.
Sorry, I really tripped you up with the delay.
Oh, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. I'm singing a song about fucking tacos, bro. We're not cutting the next fucking Thriller.
I also realized that the chord progression was canon in D, but in E flat.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah,
it is. You're absolutely right. It's a classical song that fucking. What's his name? What? Anybody? Perry Pac. No, it's Tupac. No, it's
Tupac.
Fuck. It's Perry Grip. Is that right? Anyone? Perry Grip. I'm pretty sure is who probably stole that song and just made it into a taco song. Mighty, thank you guys so much for all the bits. The hype train's still going, and I just feel like the hype. Hey, do you have a hype train song, Sammy? What's your hype train song?
Oh, it is I literally make it up on the spot.
Let's hear it. Let's go, hype train, Sammy.
Oh God, I'm scared. All right, hold on.
I'm sorry. I'm like hype train. No, do my hype train for me. Oh, this is what happens with Zoom. Zoom hates us. You guys hype yet? To make your own come true. We're so hype.
Experience hype train, yeah. Experience the hype train, yeah. Experience the hype train. Yeah, speaking English so good. Speaking English good. English. Train English. English. Do you speak it? No. You only speak No, I actually
Only speak hype train.
only speak hype train, yeah. 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 Only speak hype train.
with my good friend Michael, aka We Speak English Good.
Only speak hydrate.
We only speak English good here. And by that, I mean we barely speak English well. Solo it up, Michael, solo it up. Oh, yes. This hype train is so juicy. I don't know if we can get to 5, guys. Can we get to 5? Can we get to 5? We're still. Hype train. Thank you.
That's about as
All
high
right.
as we can get.
So, yeah. So I hope that was pretty hype.
That was so high. Very, very high. By the way, I didn't expect you to go that long, but I appreciate
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. It's totally
I actually have a timer here that I keep so I don't go too long.
Oh, right on. Well, that's interesting.
But I didn't use it.
Moving Dutchman, thank you so much. I appreciate that 5.
Oh my God. Holy shit. We're almost at level 5.
That's all right. Oh my God.
Oh,
It's totally-
holy crap, guys.
I appreciate that, everybody. Thank you so much. Let me go through and give some love because you guys fucking killed it. Moving Dutchman, thank you so much for the 500 biddies. Mighty, thank you for the biddies. Don't play like I do. Thank you so much for the bits. Katie Soros, I really appreciate you. Don't play like I do. Thank you so much for that extra 100 biddies. I really appreciate that and getting us into the level 5 hype train.
Holy shit.
Killed it. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, you guys are just amazing. I really appreciate it. And by the way, I didn't mean to use you to make money.
Well,
but you did anyways, did you?
I mean, you know, anything I can do for a friend. I mean, as long as this maybe secures me a future spot, you know.
Always. It's SammySideFX.
So,
if I invite you on once, as long as you don't say like really blatantly awful things, you are welcome back forever. So Sammy,
There's still time.
there's still time. You got plenty of time to say some terrible things. Heebie, thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. International Space Bacon, thank you so much for that. Woo, Reina Mystique, thank you so much for gifting that sub. Mighty, thank you for gifting that sub to Celtic Delta. Woo, Mighty. You guys are really doing it huge. So I appreciate that so much. I really do. I need to find out where my alerts are so I can turn them down because it seems like those are so fucking loud. That's destroying people's lives.
Oh, dude. So I wanted to talk about some keyboard stuff because I noticed that you're really good.
Oh, well, so
at
are
the
you.
keys.
You have your talents as well, sir. Let's talk about that, but we have one more question in here that's been lingering, and it's about drugs, and I'm sorry. Oh, there's 2 more.
Oh my God.
We will get out of drugs. Like, the first thing Sammy says is like, I don't want to like make this whole thing about drugs. And then the only
an
thing
hour later.
hour later, drugs. Okay, here we go. Serious one. Did you have a specific moment you can remember when you realized that you needed to get your drug issue under control? And that's Papa Sweet. And that's a serious question. I appreciate that.
Yeah. It was the day that I spent like $100 or more in one day, or like 150.
That's it? $150?
Well,
that was your big wake up moment.
Well, yeah. Well,
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing
so much
at your
the
wake
money
up.
as much it was like, I know that doesn't sound like if you're doing blow, for instance, that's not a lot of money at all.
Nothing.
But it basically translated to like 10 to 15 like bags of heroin in one day. And that's when I was like, okay, this is
Yeah, because it's
This
$10.
is just
It's
ridiculous.
$10 per
Like,
pape.
Like I basically, yeah, it's 10 sawbucks, right? Is what
Sawbuck.
they call them here.
Is
So
that what you guys call them? And they call them papes. Anyways,
a pape.
yeah, it's stupid.
That's interesting. Yeah, here it's a sawbuck. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's it wasn't that much money, I guess, because I always hear these people they're like, oh, I'd spend this much. I'm like, well, I get maybe you were just getting ripped off. I don't know. But no, it was like I had like gone to my spot and this guy like 3 times that day, and you know, I was I was just sick of living like that.
Yeah.
It just didn't. It was always a constant thing of like trying to quit. It was constant. So I don't know. For some reason that day, it just made sense to finally just stop. And then right after that, shortly after that, me and my fiance moved out of our old apartment and we decided, okay, we're going to have new beginnings, you know, and we moved in this new apartment, got a cat, and just kind of decided to make that life change. And then, you know, a month rolls by, 2 months, 3 months. And the longer you don't do it, kind of the easier it gets, you know?
Yeah, totally.
I still have urges. Like, it's hard not to think about it. But like, you know, once you delete all your numbers and all that crap, like if I, you know, it would be like if I wanted to relapse, like I'd have to like, you know, go and do some like sketchy shit.
Right.
You know, I'd have to do like a cold buy.
Yeah,
You know?
where you're just like looking for the guy.
You know, so
going down that alley you used to go to.
Right. Yeah. And going to those old spots or whatever. And
yeah.
And so, you know, you just, yeah. So I feel like lame because after you say like only $100.
I'm sorry. No, I was literally just being silly, and
but like if you're spending that much every day, that's a serious.
It's a ridiculous thing.
Problem.
And if you only have $150 and you're paying your own rent, and that's all you have to your life, and there's no more coming in.
Yeah, I was pretty much making only $100 a day, so that's like all the income.
Right,
So.
I was in debt with this shit. No, I get it, man, and I'm sorry. I did not.
It was more the quantity of the drugs and the amount of trips I was taking that entire fucking day.
How much time you dedicate in one day to go and serve this fucking this thing, and it's awful. It's stupid. It's such a waste of time and money.
And also, there's also that voice in the back of your mind, like, man, if I just like get off this stuff, like maybe I'd actually have a chance at being a successful musician,
right?
If I like, you know, so that was always going on.
It's funny because that's how I became a successful musician, was not doing drugs anymore.
Right. It's amazing.
My career started at 30 because that's when I stopped drinking.
Right. Seriously. Very true.
But you know that but again, that's who I am now, and whatever. Anyways, the drugs, there you go, guys. I think that was a great way to sort of wrap that subject, because this was the way you got off and you started finding your way. Did you notice afterwards, after you quit like the hard stuff, like doing it or quitting it permanently, did you find that you were a little bit raw afterwards? Did you find that?
For sure. I think it took months to finally, like, you know, what is it called? The post-acute withdrawal syndrome.
Oh shit.
Pause.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know what they had a name for it, but yes, that.
Yeah, just like the stuff. So obviously you have the first like week or two.
Did you get any help, or did you do it just white knuckle?
I mean, I try. There were moments like throughout the career where I considered doing outpatient and stuff, but dude, it was just like so much money. I mean, it was, you know, rehab and all that stuff. It just wasn't an option because I didn't have insurance. I didn't have the money. It just wasn't going to happen. So, and I knew that like if I couldn't just be sober, like living the life, you know, like that's the thing too about rehab. It's like you go somewhere for a month and you're secluded in this whole other world where they basically take care of you, and then you're supposed to like go back to your old life,
right?
Like
and
that's
anything like reality, yeah.
Right, and not slip back into your habits. So I knew like if I was going to be serious about this, like I needed to like just learn how to live my life sober, or at least clean off the hard shit, right? So
yeah, no, I feel you, man. I feel you. It's a journey. It really is a journey, and I feel like it's a journey that I'm just sort of getting a grips on, and I've been
Yeah.
technically like abstinent of hard drugs for like 8 years, or going on 7 or 8 years. So it's like
That's amazing.
I'm just now getting it. Oh, moving Dutchman, how dare you? Okay, let's get through these questions, and then and you know what? There's a great segue question in here into piano. So and we have a Baby Yoda interview. So Baby Yoda, get queued up here. In about 5 minutes, we'll get to Baby Yoda. Okay, Wild But Sober asks, waffles or pretzels? Now, before we go any further, these ain't your little plastic dry little cracker pretzels that you get in those fucking little plastic bags. This is a nice,
talking about German pretzels.
soft baked, buttery, with salt chunks and fucking all that shit. So and then waffles, however you want waffles. So that's your choice. Thank you, Wild But Sober, for that question.
I think probably the pretzels.
Pretzels.
I used to work at a place called the Radler, and it was a German restaurant, and it was like the way it was styled, it was like a beer hall.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool.
So it's
I mean, working there sucked, but I'm sure like going there and eating there is cool.
Did you have to did you have to wear like the suspenders and the little pants?
No, they didn't. No, because when it first started, it was kind of like they were trying to make it like fine dining meets like beer hall. So they still had these like everything. I mean, it was like really nice in the beginning, and then like clearly they realized like they couldn't make any fucking money doing that. They didn't have any TVs. They had no TVs, right?
Yeah.
And in a world where if you don't have a TV in a bar, you're basically like committing suicide.
Yeah, for your establishment.
And right. And so they were also like, so they had these amazing sausages that they like, had a special like sausage cooker and like all this stuff. And then as the months went by, like they're like started having French fries and meatball sandwiches. And it's
deep
just,
dish
and now,
pizza.
and then I quit. And years later, I'm like walking by it and it literally says 40s night, and not like 40s, like 1940s. They were selling fucking 40s. I'm like, wow, this has really gone downhill from fine dining. But they had like authentic, like German pretzels, and they were pretty good. And they had the special cheese sauce and the special mustards and
yes.
Just thinking about it right now is making my mouth water.
Happy cum week, everybody.
Yeah, happy cum week, by the way. It's been cum week for like a year.
That's amazing.
But yeah,
That's amazing.
It's great. It never ends.
This never ending coming. That's okay with me. Oh, Sammy, could you do the Ferris Bueller? Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Doo doo bow bow. Now I just want all the sausages. Okay, so this
They were
will
really good. They even had blood sausage there, which is
sexy.
weird.
Sexy weird. International Space Bacon asks, do you have any formal musical training?
Yes. I actually went to a private arts high school for like 2 years, my last 2 years of high school when I moved to Chicago and lived with my dad. So that's
Where'd
where
you
I
move
did
from?
like most New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
But we lived so like during my first like 7 years of life, we lived in surrounding suburbs in Illinois and around Chicago. And then my mom met my stepdad. We moved to New Jersey, and then I kind of grew up there and then came back to Chicago to finish out my last years of high school. And I've been here in Chicago ever since. So my dad lived here in Chicago. My mom lived in Jersey. And so we'd like go back and forth. I went back and forth all my life. And,
right on.
But yeah. And then, so this art high school was where I learned like a lot of the stuff that I know now. And it's funny because like at the time I didn't appreciate it. And then now, like after going to that high school, my 10 years or whatever after that, like now I'm considerably more learned than I was when I was going to high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
totally.
I like kept teaching myself stuff. So like
Right.
my knowledge of music theory now and my comfortability with like knowing all the notes on my guitar and the piano and like all that stuff, and especially like the music theory stuff, like it's like so natural to me now when I used to like struggle with it,
Yeah.
you know.
That's awesome
Like,
that you taught yourself that, especially like so this sort of the school kind of forced you into starting to learn that kind of like
yeah,
the
it
idea
was,
of
yeah. So I did jazz and classical guitar there.
Sweet.
So that was their focus.
Sweet.
Like we'd have in the first part of the day, we'd do regular school classes. And then the second half of the day would be your specific major or whatever, right?
That's tight. That's tight that
Yeah.
you guys I didn't get that.
No, I was very fortunate, very lucky, very, very lucky.
Yeah, that sounds like it. So the only musical training you've had was through your high school, and then what you took upon yourself to sort of further that.
Yeah, I mean, pre-high school, I obviously had a guitar teacher and piano teacher,
Okay.
you know, and so, and when I probably started dabbling, getting serious about music theory and stuff when I became a freshman in high school and took composition class or whatever they offered in Jersey. And then when I left New Jersey, you know, that's when we made the decision. I'm like, okay, I really want to get serious about this. And then, so.
Yeah, that's right. So when you I mean, have you had different bands over these past few years that you've been like really serious about it? And because I that song that you did with that young lady, I mean, is beautiful. So like, was that a band or what was that? Just a collab?
Yeah, so that's Annie DeBray. She's a longtime friend of mine and bass player when I had a band before I started doing the looping thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called Sammy and the SideFX, or Sam Crossland and the SideFX. And then I
Sweet.
just like combined it into when I started getting serious about the loop station stuff. So I did that for like 5 years or 6 years or something.
What were you guys playing? Were you guys playing originals, covers? What was the main
Yeah,
focus?
it was all originals. But then I was also other bands I've been in, like when I first got out of high school I did only like a year of college, but I was in this band called the Fox and the Hounds, and they were a burlesque rock and roll band, and I played piano for them.
That's tight.
Piano and guitar.
That's tight. Burlesque.
Yeah, it was cool. And I was like underage, right? And we still had to play all these bars, and like, so they were all older. I was like the youngest dude, and then so they had to get me like her ex-boyfriend's expired ID from Arizona or whatever. And I used that to get into clubs.
Dude, I when I was on tour once, we had an underage saxophone player, and we were playing the Elbow Room in Chicago, which I don't even know if it exists. Does that exist still?
Yeah,
is that
it is?
Is that
I'm
was
not
that
like the biggest fan of that bar, but it's still there. I don't know how, because I swear, I mean, I don't know like who goes there.
Yeah, who goes there? Because I sure as hell no one was there when we played. So I don't know
and I've never been there and seen it like
we played like the
full of people.
The
you know
downstairs,
what I mean?
and anyways,
with that fucking beam right
in the middle of the stage. Why is that there? Why is this beam here? There's like photos and shit where the lead singer's behind the beam.
Literally behind the beam. Like
anyway.
No, that place is like, that's one of those places, that's the first gig that you get.
Oh wow.
In Chicago.
I love that. We were coming from
I feel
California.
like every time I had a band, that was our first.
The Elbow Room is like where you go cut your teeth.
Yeah, it is. It's where you cut your teeth.
Where you find out how much people really don't care about your band.
Pretty much. Or you get, your mom's there.
Hi, honey.
Your mom's there.
It was there was nobody there except for my one friend who lived in Chicago, and then but like the afterwards was just madness but anyway, no, that's not why I brought this up. It was because our saxophone player had to wait outside while we set up, and then he could only come in to play the set, and then he had to go wait outside. So this kid's just outside the club by himself like all night while we're fucking drinking and carousing.
Dude, that's what happened to my girlfriend at the time too, man.
Oops. Sorry, honey. Got some shit to do.
Yeah, I felt so bad. Like they just would not let them in. I'm like, come on. I know they do like underage. I thought they did underage shows. Maybe they were getting in trouble though or something. But yeah, they would like if you had a band member that was underage, they just nope had to wait outside, and then they could play. But then like fuck them.
Get out. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I don't care if
That
you're
poor
robbed.
dude.
Yeah, you know what? He's in the fucking Violent Femmes now, so I don't feel bad for Blaze.
Oh shit.
Fuck him. All right. Fuck you,
Yeah.
Blaze.
All right,
I'm
screw
sorry.
him.
I love you, Blaze. Blaze is awesome. He's still my friend. He comes on the show, so I
Fuck you,
shouldn't
Blaze.
say fuck you.
Feels bad, keeps partying. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Like, I feel bad, but I'm also thirsty.
Very, very thirsty. Okay, Baby Yoda. Oh wait.
Oh,
before
okay.
we-
If you're gonna do a thing, can I go to the bathroom then?
Yes,
With the
yes.
Bathroom break.
Because I do want to talk, because you had questions about piano, so I don't want to forget that, because you wanted to talk about piano. So, Baby Yoda, why don't you get on air? Go ahead, do your bathroom break, Sammy.
All right, I'll be right back.
And we'll get Baby Yoda primed up while Sammy's doing his tinkles. Baby Yoda, are you there? Baby Yoda, please, I am summoning Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda, are you there? Baby Yoda, are you there? Can you hear me? Can you hear?
Yes.
Yes. Baby Yoda, how you doing today? Oh, God, you're stuck. There you are, Baby Yoda. Oh, Baby Yoda, what is up? How you doing today?
Good.
What you been doing?
I've been drawing on a smart bridge.
You been drawing on a smart bridge?
Bridge.
A bridge?
Bridge.
Okay. Grogu, you don't have to yell at me, okay? Baby Yoda, when's the last time you had to go pee, and how did that go? That's a weird question to ask a baby.
Good. Good.
It went well. It went well.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda, when's the last time that you drew a picture that you hung on the refrigerator?
Like a year back when 2020 was.
Oh, has it been almost a year since you got a picture on the refrigerator?
Actually, a year.
A year. Wow. Just 1 year. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Do you have any questions for Sammy? He's going pee right now, but when he gets back, we can have it ready and locked and loaded.
Yeah.
What's your question?
What is your favorite food?
Ooh, I like that. What's your favorite food?
Space tofu.
Space tofu?
Yeah.
What the hell is space? How do you get space tofu?
Well, it's mostly grown.
It's mostly grown?
Yeah. You have to. There's a little tiny sweet part inside of the tofu, and that's the little seed. It's very fragile, but very sweet.
Wow.
And it's in the very middle of the plant, and it's most grown inside of where I am.
Okay. Well, you know what? Sammy is back, so why don't we have Sammy answer the question that you asked, which is, Sammy, Baby Yoda wants to know what is your favorite food?
That's a hard question because I like a lot of food.
It's a very hard question.
Oh man, I don't have a favorite, but okay, if I had to make a choice. Sandwiches.
Baby Yoda. SammySideFX says his favorite food is sandwiches. Is that your favorite food? No, it's space tofu, huh?
Yeah, space tofu.
Space tofu has a little sweet sweet seeds
Dang.
in the middle of it. So
That sounds delicious.
yeah, space tofu. Moving Dutchman likes pancakes. So there you go. Favorite right now.
All the time.
Yeah, constantly. All he eats is pancakes. Dutchman is just like
You're a breakfast. You're a breakfast for dinner person, aren't you? Moving Dutchman.
breakfast forever person. Baby Yoda, do you have another question for today's guest, Sammy SideFX?
Yes.
Go ahead.
What is your favorite color?
Oh, that one's easy. Blue. I really, really like blue.
There you go.
Blue is beautiful. Blue is the ocean. Blue is the sky. And then when you see flowers that are blue, it's like super rare. So it's always very striking, you know?
Yeah, blue flowers. Yeah,
Mhm.
you never really think about that. Blue's a solid color. Blue is a solid color. Moving Dutchman is 39% fresh. Put some deodorant on, sir. International Space Bacon, Space Tofu is a delicacy in 12 systems. Sammy SideFX, do you have a question for Baby Yoda before Baby Yoda goes? Is there a question that you want to know about little Grogu here?
Baby Yoda. Where do you get your clothes?
Baby Yoda.
What store do you get your clothes at?
Baby Yoda, what store do you get your clothes at?
Space JC Penney's.
I knew it.
Sometimes Space Old Navy, but
Space Old Navy sometimes.
Space
Yeah.
JCPenney's.
Baby Yoda, thank you so much for
So
coming
fashionable.
through. I appreciate it. I love the fashion. I love the robe.
Thank you, Baby Yoda.
All right, Baby Yoda, have a great day now. You hear? All right, thank you, Baby Yoda. Appreciate it.
So cute.
Always something to say. That Baby Yoda, always something to say. Moving Dutchman, I hope you enjoyed your Baby Yoda interview. Oh, thank you for those claps. Thank you. So I do want to talk about you mentioned pianos. So what would you like to know, or what do you want to talk about pianos?
Well, yeah. I just I'm not. I was a guitar player before I was a piano player, or I guess I was kind of learning them at the same time. But now I'm like more. I feel like now it's like I just want to play the keys all the time. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
when I was watching you perform, I believe it was the last stream. I was like, whoa, damn, okay, fucking Mike can. He's got some riffs. Like I really want to. I feel like, you know, obviously I know the blues scale. But I feel like there's still so much like gospel riffs and like all these other, you know, that I just like, so I'm just wondering where you started your keyboard, piano, how it got introduced into your life. And,
okay. Yeah. That was, my dad bought a Baldwin Spinet from this. He thought that my mom would it was my mom's birthday coming up, and he needed a present, and we used to go.
That's a crazy purchase.
Yeah, my mom is not like a piano player. Like, she played guitar for like 2 days once when she was a child, and so like the fact that he went out and was like, "Yeah, that's it." Well, what we used to like
So wait, was it an upright?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You bought a fucking upright piano?
Yeah, it's an upright spinet. So it's
Wow,
like
that's
not like one
crazy.
of those big tall ones, but the shorter ones that are a little more compact. And,
Yeah.
and it's a Baldwin. It's a nice nice piano. We used to go, like, my dad used to go, like, he used to take me everywhere he went, and we used to go to we used to go antique shops and just go look through junk. We'd go to flea markets. We used to go to like record shops and dig through crates all the time.
That's
and
so cool.
It was cool, but my dad was also a hoarder, so it also just got thrown in. It wasn't that cool. He'd buy garbage and like it's so funny.
Yeah, that's rough, dude.
Even when he was on his deathbed, like, he still had stupid things he ordered off Amazon coming in through the mail.
Oh my god.
Just
No.
my dad, he just was that kind of guy. You know,
Yeah.
much love for my father. God rest
Well,
his soul. But
for some people it's drugs. For other people it's like compulsive shopping.
junk,
You know?
junk.
Yeah.
Just fucking here. Hey, son. Here's all my junk I left you. Now that I'm dead, now you have to go throw all this shit away and be inconvenienced. Anyways, my dad. So we used to go to this antique shop, or not antique. It's an auction house, and my dad got super friendly. My dad was a tire salesman, so he was super chatty, and so we would always be going
Nice.
to these auctions, and we just saw it. Like they had a Baldwin spinet and a Baldwin organ. And my dad was like, what about which one do you think we should get? And like I remember as a kid, like, are you gonna get this for mom? Like this is like what you're thinking. I never thought it was a good idea, even as a child. But he did it, and it was only $50, which was amazing.
Wow.
So we bought a $50 Baldwin spinet and brought
Was it
home.
in tune? Or was it like
No,
wildly fucked?
It wasn't wildly fun. It was in great condition. Actually, it got in worse condition after it came into our home because, well, I'm awful.
I spilled soda all over
Terrible. New gear solves all problems. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm with that. If you want to be happy, go buy a new guitar until you can't pay rent. And then you're unhappy.
I mean, it does, right. It's like all this stuff I got in the last like year, and it's like I was so happy
Yeah.
at first, and then
Now
you
it's
get
like,
used to
now
it.
what's next? What's new? What's now? What do I need now? But yeah, anyways, so I was really young, and there was just a piano there. Of course, my mother never played it, like never touched it. She doesn't even dust it. She's like, I don't even give a shit about that thing. And so I just naturally, I would just go over and play with it until like I really started catching on to it, and I just went with it.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's all self-taught. Like I played jazz piano in college for like a year, but
Self-taught?
mostly self-taught.
Wow.
So YouTube.
Dude, that's amazing.
Well, thank you.
Because you're like really good.
I
you're,
appreciate
like, really
that.
good.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I have to say this because you're saying I'm really, really good, and I don't mean to alienate anybody, but like my limitations, I feel like I suck so bad. I realize the things I could do is kind of impressive. Okay, I get it. I get that, but
I think that's
in
like the
my
musician's
head-
dilemma
Oh
too.
yeah, of course. Well, that's
You
why
know?
it's a lifelong journey, right?
Yeah.
You're constantly fighting yourself, right? You're constantly like trying to get to that next level, whatever it is that you're trying to
Well,
attain.
because like if there's nothing else to discover, you'd be fucking bored.
Yes, yeah.
You know?
I mastered
And
this.
sometimes you do. I reach that with my playing,
Mhm.
right? Where you start to do things habitually,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like because of muscle memory and stuff,
Right.
instead of actually like thinking about what you're playing or
Yes.
whatever, you know.
Yes.
And then that's when you have to shake it up.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And that's the biggest thing that my challenges now is like I got some speed, I got some finality. I think that's how you say it. And I can do these things. Now it's like putting it together and then expressing myself in the truest way I can. So like becoming one with my instrument, speaking through my instrument, singing phrases through my instrument, and just being able to tell a story just through solos and notes. Improvisation. I started with improv, so like I love improvisation. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. And guitar too. It's like I can do some things, but it's like my limitations are there, and I mostly get hired for keys, but I play guitar.
Well, yeah,
anyways.
me too. I'm in an '80s cover band right now.
Hell yeah.
and it's all like that's the thing is like, yeah, I don't think I've ever been made money like playing guitar, really. Except in my own projects.
Right.
Like I'm gonna play a wedding and I'm gonna do like solo guitar jazz stuff for that, but it's like, yeah, it's like it's always like, man, we need this keyboard player. We need you to do, we need you to play the pads on like what's that song? I don't know. I'm forgetting what I'm doing, but you know what I mean, right? Like,
yeah, I know.
What an organ player, and then before this '80s band, I was playing organ in another band, and
yeah,
The keys make money, man.
They do. If you
It's
can,
like keyboard players and drummers, you know.
yeah, but the problem is that I feel like keyboardists are the first to go, besides like the backup singers in the horn section, because it's like,
Yeah.
because like a guitar, like a mean guitarist and a bassist and a drummer, or a mean pianist, a bassist and a drummer can be a badass power trio. But like that dynamic of like, especially for what I'm playing, I'm mostly playing like Brown Eyed Girl or fucking. We don't play Freebird, but we were gonna play Freebird at one time.
Well, it's like a lot. Yeah, a lot of the time you are just filling out the sound as a keyboard player, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. It's
I'm
like
usually
you're providing the chords while the guitar player goes wheelie 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 wee.
Yeah. Yeah, and not there's. But you know, like I've been in bands where like cover bands where they want me to learn. They want me to learn Sweet Home Alabama, the piano solo as it is on the record. And I don't know if you fucking have ever listened to that solo, but it is.
Wait, what song?
For Sweet Home Alabama, Leonard Skinner. The piano the song is fucking. I know the song is played out and stupid and fucking. It's like one of those joke songs that everybody hates, but the piano work on that fucking is just yeah, exactly.
And I just guessed that.
Yeah.
I just guessed that it was probably 5-4-1.
That and like
Yeah,
a
it's
million
probably
other
5-4-1.
songs from the era and today. Yeah, I mean it's not like people don't get any more creative with their chords. It's just,
Oh no, and then that's the thing too, man. Once you start playing a bunch of songs too, and you're able to recognize like 5-4-1, you know, all over the place.
That's a big thing, is being able to hear like what's supposed to be next, even if you've never heard a song, but like being able to sort of predict in that manner. Like there's bass players out there who are fucking might not know a song, but like can sort of move around the bass and sort of like either stay on the third or the fifth of the root of whatever it is and still make it work really beautifully. I'm not that. I'm not that guy.
Well, it's like you said, dude. Like so many pop songs, just like jazz standards or whatever, like use the same chord progressions, and you can usually just figure out, okay, this is where it's probably gonna go.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
Oh, but so they wanted you to play the solo on Sweet Home Alabama, and then what happened? Is it just too weird?
Well, it's not weird. It's amazing. It's like that Southern rock shit, man. You know?
Oh yeah, the like it's like stride.
Yeah. There's a lot of stride involved. There's a lot of six, like taking the six down, the intervals six, like just walking them straight down.
I should try to figure that, because that's the kind of stuff that I don't know.
Well, that's that
I'd like to learn.
Like the Allman Brothers type shit, you know, like I've been trying to learn some of the stuff from Allman Brothers, Greg Allman's keyboard work. I mean, they're amazing. Is Greg Allman the keyboardist or fuck? Or
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know the Allman Brothers well enough, but
fuck the Allman Brothers. They eat too many almonds.
Fuck almonds,
Fuck
almonds. Just in general.
They take too much water, and they're trying to grow them in California.
Oh yeah, they're ridiculous. Idiots? They're like a huge waste.
It's just so stupid.
Oh my god, yeah.
California's like, we're gonna drain fucking the Colorado River so you guys can fucking have almond milk.
So ass backwards over there. I mean, everywhere. I don't know. That's just capitalism,
especially
at its
in
finest.
California. You know, capitalism
we need to drain the reservoirs for these fucking almonds, which are like the worst of the nuts. Like I don't even dude. They're pretty cashews, dry. Man, way better.
I gotta say,
cashews, peanuts, fucking almonds.
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, almonds used to be one of my favorite, but like now that you say it like that, they're dry.
They're dry as fuck.
They're like too crunchy and like I don't know. Like almonds, they're creamy at least. You know, like
they're good. Like
macadamians are like nice and fatty.
Yeah,
it's just,
man.
Almonds are like the hookers of the peanut of the nut world, which I don't know what that means.
That's an insult to hookers, man. Like.
Can we lay off the hookers, please?
Almonds are like yeah, dude. If I eat like an almond that's not just used to like be on a salad or something, and like you're eating them by themselves, like
yeah, it's not great.
It's like it's like what you said. They just soak all the saliva and water like out of your mouth.
I tire of them quickly. Like, I remember my mom said that she's not going to eat
Chestnuts.
almonds anymore because she puked on them once. And I was like, yeah, I get it. Fucking you puke on almonds once, you're not going to go back. But
Wait,
have
she
you had
puked
those
on an almond?
She puked on, she ate too many almonds or
Or
something.
like you
and
said
she just-
on them like
Yeah,
their drug.
She was,
I was on almonds and it was brutal, man.
man, I just had to let it out.
Ripping balls on almonds.
Late stage capitalism, which
Late stage almonds.
late stage almond capitalism is just gotta go. It's gotta go. Okay, thank you, Reina. Enjoy your shower. Just be happy that I'm not here to interject into your shower while you
Bye,
try
Reina.
to clean yourself, and I come try to sully you.
No.
So I don't know, man. Fucking.
This
What-
conversation's so off the rails.
Yeah, you know, almonds and shit. No, I don't know, man. Like, so what's your plans with music now? Free channel. What's your like? You're in a cover band. You're streaming on Twitch. I mean,
Well,
like,
yeah. So I just got, I think, yeah. So like the past year, like basically with the pandemic, I just got really, really serious about different avenues of just trying to be a full-time musician. And you know what? Like there's a time too where I was busy, right? Between like Twitch and sync licensing, which I'm trying to get, I'm really trying to make that happen. I don't know if you
Oh
are
yeah,
sync licensing, like
Yeah.
for commercials, TV and
Mhm.
film,
yeah,
making music for
yeah. We submit.
mostly reality TV and commercials is
Mhm.
what's,
Yeah, we submit.
so but things have kind of slowed down the past couple months. So I'm hoping they ramp back up with the 80s cover band or whatever. I mean, I'm just trying to have multiple avenues,
Mm-hmm.
so you got, gigs, Twitch, sync licensing,
Right.
producing sometimes if artists, like my production work, I'll produce for them.
Yeah.
And,
I
just trying my best.
I always say, well, I was always saying, I still am saying, I always tell people, it's like, if you're gonna do arts, like, make sure you have more than one channel of income with it, because it's such a quixotic career. You never know, like the 80s cover band slowed down, and you're like, oh shit, how am I gonna make up this shit? And how am I gonna make up this income now? And then
Right.
how am I gonna
Or
make
like, for whatever reason.
it's like, thankfully I have
mean-
Twitch and I can, I'm mixing up a little bit here, make up a little bit there, but yeah, multiple.
But yeah, it ebbs and flows
Mhm.
for sure.
Do
You're
you-
gonna have you're gonna have months that are like you're gigging every fucking week or every other night or whatever, and people are just showering you with money on Twitch, or like I got a bunch of placements with sync license, and it's just like you're
Right.
fucking overflowing, and then you gotta pack those nuts because eventually you're gonna have some slow ass months, basically. And
which is fine. That's just the way the business goes until you can really, get your shit right, I guess. I mean, there was a point, before the pandemic, there was a point where, I was way, way, way too busy, and I was way, way, way behind on everything, and the podcast suffered, and everything suffered because I was not able to put any real time into one thing, So like the pandemic really worked out in a great way. I know it was awful and 6 million dead and all that, but
I know
it's
I
like,
feel I feel bad about that too, because for me the pandemic was like nice, like.
yeah,
And I
it
feel
was.
bad about it. Like,
I know.
I
It's
saved money.
Lots of money.
And I'm a bike courier.
Mm.
So deliveries were like up, right?
Yeah.
So I was you were
working.
were just like looking up for old Sammy boy. And then as soon as stuff, like everything comes back, shit's slowed down for me.
Oh God,
No one's fucking ordering pizza or whatever. And
they're going
And
out and
then
getting it themselves.
blah.
Those hookers.
so I don't know. I just think I have to wait it out. But yeah, so I feel bad because I know for some people the pandemic ruined their entire life, right?
Yes,
So
yes, absolutely. No, and at first that's what it seemed for me and Reina, but like obviously Twitch came in and Reina's job, her other job is teaching, so that all occurs online. So she only got more busy. The funny thing is that like you're saying, as soon as the pandemic hit, I was so busy. Hey, what's up, kid?
What's up, baby?
I see the bass solo moving Dutchman, and I'll do that. Let me
I'm sorry.
We're gonna do.
She
hold
just
on.
like leaped like crazy. Hey guys, this is my cat Loomis. For anybody who's new, she's giving me licks. She's a licker. Do you guys have a cat or a dog or anything like that, Mike?
We had a dog. We had a dog. Kaya was our little girl, and
She passed away.
She passed. It was so sad. It was like one of those things that, because it was a step dog, I didn't care for animals. Well, I don't. It's not that I don't like animals. It's just that I don't want to have the responsibility of raising them.
I mean, you already got a kid,
right?
So.
Well, I don't need another responsibility. The kid. In any case, the dog grew on me, and I used to be like, looking forward to this bitch dying so fucking I don't have to pick up her shit no more. And I'm telling that to my wife, which is like,
And
God.
then when she died, you like
I
bawled
fell
like a baby.
apart. I fell apart. Like I fucking
is.
like I didn't like but not even like for like a year, like for a whole year. Like anytime I thought about it, I fell apart. It was fucking.
Man, I'm
crap.
sorry.
Hey man, you know what? Life, circle of life, and shit, it happens. People die, things die.
I guess there's kind of like a side, for a lot of people, like losing a pet really is like losing a family member.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's why I was so horrible. And like, it's just I was such a terrible person. Like, fucking, I can't believe my wife stayed with me. I was such a fucking prick.
I know I was pretty shitty for years too. So go team.
Go team shitholes. Okay,
go team shitty.
All right, I'm gonna do this on Reina's bass 420. What is that? U bass 420.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a little guy. It's a little collar.
But it has bass.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
My in my reggae band, when we go on tour, the bassist just brings one of these with the like nylon strings, and fucking it just has that deep like.
And it gets it's still in that register of like.
Yeah.
Like, that's wild. I think that's probably where a bass is, right?
Yeah.
Wow, crazy.
Okay,
that's awesome.
I'm gonna do my shitty solo. The only thing I know how to do that's not horrible, and it is horrible, so it's not good. So, all right, guys, here's your bass solo moving Dutchman. I hope you're fucking happy.
Damn.
That's it. That was terrible.
That was awesome.
That was right. Please. Dude, what? Hold on here. It is.
Oh no, that was pretty awesome. Oh, sheesh.
A colonel to colonel. Enough of this nonsense. Okay, so Sammy, you already got locked and loaded. Do you want to do another quick improv thing as we kick off Cypher Deluxe, or do you want to sit this one out and just enjoy the vibes?
I'll do a quick one.
Fair enough.
And we'll make it chill. And let me see. Yeah, I think I got a cool one for us.
Okay,
right.
Give me 1 second before you get going here. Okay, guys, while Sammy is doing his performance, if anybody is interested in getting into Cypher Deluxe, jump in the Discord now. Cypher Deluxe is basically if you have a Hot 16 you want to spit, or if you have a poem you want to read, or if you have a demo you want to share, or if you got something that you want to share creative that you made, go ahead, jump into the Discord, and we'll do it. So we have someone in there. So Holden is already in there. So if Holden's still here and still interested, after Sammy, Holden will be up. And then if anybody else is interested in doing and showing and displaying some talent, you're more than welcome. Go into the Cypher Deluxe channel and just sign up and say, hey, I'm down. I'm here, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Holden plugging in mic. Okay, sweet. All right, Sammy, go ahead. Take it away, my friend. And go ahead, guys. Fill up that Cypher Deluxe.
Thank you.
Woo! There you go. There you go. Serious RJD too. Oh, they're going nuts. They're going wild.
Redeem your claps, puny humans.
That was tight. Okay, awesome. Sammy, thank you so much for that. I forgot. We're switching over here.
Dude, thank you. Are we saying our...
No, unless you gotta go, you're more than welcome. If you have to do something, I understand. But no, we still got a little bit more show left here. And You're more than welcome to stick around. We're gonna check out other performers, and we got
Beautiful.
We got one right here called. I always get his name wrong, but it's Holden Stefan. Is it Roy? God, I'm such a loser.
Sammy HSR.
No, that's not it. Oh, it's HSR. Holden, who is behind that suit. So let me put this up. How do I? SR 514, right? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just so everything right now. I'm getting pumped up for my live gig tonight. Woo! Live gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're good to go now. Holden, are you there, sir? Do we got us a Holden, or am I? Oh, I'm not even in the thing. Sorry, my bad, dude. I never do that right. You gotta be in here, bro. What's up, man? How you doing?
Okay, cool. You can hear me.
I can hear.
I had
yes.
to like mute the stream.
Oh,
It's yeah. HSR used to be what I went by until I found out it's like a lot of things, including one of the city's bus companies, like Hamilton, Ontario. So went with the full name, but yeah, it's Roy. Like Roy. It's good.
Sweet. I suck at names, Holden. In case you didn't know. Terrible at it. Terrible. How are you doing, man? How are you doing today?
That's it, man. It's busy life, but good stuff. Like every time, it's just gonna be busy, but good.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, like we say, like every week. I think that's every week. It's like if you ain't busy, then you're bored, and there's nothing worse than being bored. Which there's nothing. I mean, there is things worse than being bored. I shouldn't say that. That's silly.
Yeah, like hungry.
Yeah, hungry is way worse than bored. Yeah. Anyways, actually, boredom is a good thing. I found out. Did you guys know that you're supposed to be bored sometimes to let your mind sort of absorb information? Anybody ever hear that?
Yeah, I think
Sure.
there's ways you can be like more active with it and not be as bored.
Yeah. And I think meditation falls in there too. All right. Well, Holden, I'm going to turn it over to you. We're going to do a pizza jam. Pizza Jam is a community member here. He made some beats. So I can't remember this one. So we're going to go with a Pizza Man or a Pizza Jams TV beat. And Behind That Suit. And I'm going to put a shout out for Behind That Suit here. And go ahead, Holden. Take it away. Oops, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. My bad. Take it away. Fucking dipshit. All right, here we go. Is it working? Oh, yeah, it is. Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
you make it louder?
Yeah, we can make it loud. Bring that up, baby.
Alright, yo, tomorrow y'all can get to learn a lot about Mike over on my channel, right? We're going through that interview thing where we go through the story of the man that you're talking to over here. Really, we gonna focus on his life and learn a lot about him. That shit gonna take a couple hours, alright? We gonna get the man to open up in ways he's not expecting now, cause everybody thinks they understand it till they in the hot seat. Then they talking to me, and I'm basically studying every damn thing you saying and figuring out ways to get you to open up even more. Wanna hear about the time you was 4 and you broke the plate, then you wrote a song about it, chased out the door. I don't really know what it be. That's up for you to tell the peoples. And all of y'all watching, make sure to come up and hit it up tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because y'all not in Eastern Standard Time, and sometimes time zone confusions happen, and then you sit there for like an hour going, fuck, I wish I'd communicated better. But you don't always do that. Sometimes you have real responsibilities distracting you, realizing the stuff that's on the back burner is all of a sudden a fire that you should have dealt with, and the food is burning. It's not tasting so good, but still you eat it anyway because you put the time and money in. That's the facts of a lot of situations. Yo, Pizza Man's beat's pretty fucking litty though. I like the way it sound. That guy can also rap better than he thinks he can. I understand the way that people get a little bit nervous up inside of this. I mean, I'm basically doing the kind of improv shit, so I mean the improv man, he gets this, and once you get over it and realize you can just fuck up a bit and ain't nobody caring, they just want to see you keep on going. They get so simple, most people ain't gonna remember how the shit you said anyway. They ain't gonna play that back. The VODs barely get no views anyway. It seems that people there in the moment. They like the energy. That's the way that it be. I fucking think that I could do the improv thing if I ever learn the technology, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm kind of lazy about learning on the ways that the missing masters gotta understand sound engineering way better than I do. I ain't gonna be able to mix my voice live while coming up with shit, nah. But maybe I find a guy like the Mr. Sammy Slide and we do some shit collabs, right? That would be tighter than me trying to do it myself because I'm not very good at that side of life. That's facts though. I mean, it is what it is. Rolling through as we rapping through on the most regularist. I feel like this is not my hottest thing, but I was feeling kind of tired and my coffee didn't kick in fast enough for the stream that got me to this point. It is how it may be sometimes in life. Weeks get long and your brain gets kind of tired as you get less inspired trying to come through, but then you all of a sudden, I don't know, time goes on, it passes and your brain, it kind of relaxes, and then you realize that there's better things and greener pastures over there, but sometimes you're not. But boredom is an interesting thing to chase. Sometimes you get bored in situations when you really wouldn't expect it, like when you're supposed to be having fun and then it's kind of perplexing. Like, I don't know, imagine that you're supposed to be loving the shit you spent money on and the shit's just kind of a drag because your mind state isn't right because you stubbed your toe or stepped in a puddle, ruined your shoe on the way over, and the most regular thing is obsessing, blocking out your ability to enjoy these pleasurable things. Sometimes it's really just a frame of mind that allows you to escape or get inside of an escapist place. And I don't know, relaxing is a complicated thing when the list of chores gets so big. 'Cause imagine with kids, damn, I couldn't imagine parenting, having a little one breaking some shit that cost a lot of money and you can't really lose your shit because the kid didn't mean it. That sounds like a complicated emotional situation to be in. Then you gotta show up and perform live and give a performance hella tight because money's involved that night. Shit, that sounds more complicated than just being sleep deprived on a Friday, right? I mean, that's what it is in these lives. I don't know when the beat ends, but it feels like it's ending.
Yeah.
Woo! Dude, I didn't know how long that beat was either, but you held it, man. You were holding down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude.
Dude, fucking Holden. You just always fucking you just do that. Well, I did like that you incorporated a call to action within your several calls to action. First, the call to action was tomorrow 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, thank you, Mighty, for those claps. Those are for Holden. But I'm gonna take some too. Thank you. Claps. I'm gonna be on Holden's.
So tasty.
Oh yeah. Tonight's the first night I'm gonna get some real claps in a while. I'm ready. COVID claps.
COVID claps.
Holden definitely holds it down, and I will be on his podcast tomorrow. Did I even shout you out? Did that even come through? Yeah, I'll be on Holden. So everybody go follow Holden behind that suit. If you like music podcasts such as this one. It's not like this, but it's definitely a brother or sister channel to us. Go check out Holden. I'm gonna be on there, but also Holden put out a call to action for maybe a Sammy behind that suit collaboration. What do you think, Sammy? What do you think?
I'd be down, man.
Holden,
those are some sweet rhymes.
Yeah,
certainly shit that I can't do. So,
dude, Holden's not even trying, and when he tries,
this was pretty trash. This was really trash, actually. I was a little bit embarrassed in the middle, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta go get it better somehow.
Dude, but even your most trashiest,
that was like completely off the top of your head.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty impressive, man.
Yeah, and especially for as long as that beat was.
Oh man, it's just like when you know you can do impressive.
Improvised rapping,
that wasn't impressive.
You know, it's not nearly as confident as that. And if it is, I'm basically talking about poop and stuff. So, you know,
that's fair. I don't know, but I can't do all the piano multi-mixer song on real time on the fucking fly shit. Right. So I mean, I feel like your skill set's got quite a lot of cool going on over there.
Thank you, man.
Hey man, you know what? Everybody's good at what they're good at, and that's what's great about collaboration is bringing the best of everyone together and making something even better and bigger than the collaborators. So that's beautiful. Behind that suit, Holden, thank you so much again, my friend. And you're gonna be firing it up here around 6.
I don't know. Soon, maybe somewhere in the next bit, I'm gonna go live and work on music. I think.
Okay, right. You got any guests tonight?
No, the
No.
guy canceled, and I was like, well,
Pendejo.
I'm gonna go work on music then.
Yeah,
Screw
fuck
that.
it. Dude, that's what I was thinking about doing. Anytime someone cancels, just like, I wonder if I should just bring up like a fucking Logic page and just work on a beat.
Do it. You're man. Anytime you're sitting there and not anytime you go do that, watch people love it. They just love it. It's basically like watching the improv man do his thing, except you're doing the other side of it, and people find it all fascinating.
The improv man.
The improv. Yeah, no, it is though. It is sort of like you're creating something on the spot, and that's not easy, especially for an audience. If you're not comfortable with that, it is not easy to be up there just putting yourself out there like that. So,
Well, and I think people who maybe don't do that, like mess with production so often, it's like kind of fascinating to them to watch the
Fascinating.
process.
absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely. Dude, well, Holden, again, thank you, my friend. And you heard him, folks. Holden is going to be firing it up here soon. So go and make sure you're following so you can get those notifications when he goes live. Holden, thank you so much behind that suit. I will see you tomorrow, my friend. I really do appreciate you coming on here, and I appreciate you inviting me on your show. And we're going to have a good old conversation. All right.
Yeah, it'll be good. Take care, everyone.
All right, man.
Take care.
Well, there it is. That's all who was doing Cypher Deluxe, and you know what? That's perfect because I have to go and scramble and get ready so I can drive to Flint, Michigan.
I gotta go to work myself.
Woo! All right, guys. All right, who we raiding, folks? Who we raiding? Otherwise, I'm just gonna raid. Should we raid the Outshot? Have you ever been to the Outshots page, Sammy? Do you know who the Outshot?
No, this is my first of hearing the Outshot.
The Outshot, I think, is a VIP in the plastics. Let's go see what he's doing. He's usually drunk and fucking doing crazy shit. So let's go say hi to the Outshot. And I've never rated him. So let's go say hi to him. Sammy, you're coming along with me unless you desperately have to go to work. Otherwise,
yeah, I mean, I'll say hello. I'll say hello.
I know.
I'll be in the raid and say hello.
Oh shit, I forgot to put my fucking rating. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate it. I know.
Hey, Mike, dude, thank you so much for like asking me to be on this. You're a really cool dude.
Oh, so are you,
I thought
man.
we talked about a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, me too.
And I just had fun. And I can just tell you're good people. You know, you and Reina are good people. So
Well, I appreciate
what more is
you.
there to say except thank you for
Yeah,
having me
man.
on.
Well, dude, it's likewise. I appreciate you coming and bringing your friends over and having a good old time and hype training and shit. I know I was.
Yeah, that was pretty hype.
Yeah, that was a
Pretty hype train.
That was pretty hype train. Go ahead, get your raid calls, everybody. I don't even know what they are anymore. Reina has reconfigured everything, so I don't know what's going on anymore. But get your raid calls, guys. Let's go over to the Outshot, who is a friend of ours, friend of the Plastics, and we're gonna go get him. We're gonna go get ourselves some Outshot. So
Bye.
let's go raid at. Is it the Outshot? Yes, the Outshot. All right. And we are going. All right. Oh, Sammy's like, I gotta go. All right, guys. Again, we cancel later on today. I'm gonna be trying to go live from the venue. I'm gonna try to do an IRL stream. No problem, Sammy. I love you, brother. You take care. Have a good day at work. We're going to go see the Outshot, but tonight, I don't know what time. It'll just, be on the lookout. Me and Reina will be going live, hopefully, from the Flint Dispensary, Vehicle City, and be doing some live streaming, IRL gigging. So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys tonight. And then Monday, we have Lucas Cantor on, who is amazing. Chris Cox, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I didn't get to say hi. All right, guys, we're going. And I'll see you guys on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. You want to say hi, Saucy? Just come in and say hi. Just come say hi. He's being weird. There he is. All right, guys. We're out of here. Love you guys. Be good to your fellow human beings. HJ's for everybody. I'll see you guys over there. Make sure you say hi and make sure you're nice to Outshot. Love you guys. Peace.